Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's go. Welcome back, y'all. Friday, y'all. It's another episode of Fire Up the Heat Press Show, y'all. What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. Come on in. Let me know where you're joining in from in the comment. As you come on in, let me know where you are from. Drop your city and state down below. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is everything good on your end? How are you doing? Don't forget to share this thing with someone, man. Share this experience with a friend. Let them know, like, yo, we're about to learn something, man. So into this episode, we're going to talk about transfers. Like, sheesh. Everything you need to know about transfers. All right. We always talk this here, fire up the heat press. Everything you need is a heat press. I want to break down transfers today, right? Everything about it, how to basically like design. We're not going to get into design because I know I'm going to show you, like, we've done episodes on where you can find designs. Go ahead, check out those episodes. But today we're going to talk about like laying it out, setting up your gang sheets, because everybody understand now, if you're going to be doing transfers, gang sheeting is where you're going to win. That's where you get more bang for your bucks, right? And your boy is getting into DTF, y'all. DTF Transfers will be rolling out. The new Omni DTF was delivered. Shout out to my partners over there at Up Graphic Supplies, man. And we'll be going in on this and changing the game with these transfers. I'm telling you. All right, so that's where we're at. So I want to make sure you know everything that you need to get your artwork process, right? So when we launch this thing, when this thing rolls out, all of the answers that you're going to need is already going to be there for you. All right, all of the questions you're going to need is already going to be done. So we're going to talk about that, right? So if you got some questions about transfers, drop them down below now. We're talking about DTF. We're talking about screen printed transfers and sublimation transfers, right? Because those are the three things that I mess with right now. Okay. I mess with screen printing, I mess with sublimation, and we mess with DTF. And we're definitely about to be launching our own line of DTF printers. DTF machine transfers, not printers. Maybe we'll get there in the future. So I want to make sure you're set up today. I'm saying what's up to a few people. Miss Muna was in the building early today. She was here. So, yo, I need this episode. I'm going to be here on time. So shout out to you, Miss Muna. Facebook user. If you're on Facebook watching this show, you already know you got to go into Facebook, give StreamYard permission and all of that. But I can only see Facebook user right now. If you really want to interact with me so I can know your name and all that, jump over to the YouTube channel. We can watch, we can interact, and I can greet you with your name, because Facebook is a little goofy with the name. You got to give him permission. What's up? Somebody, Facebook user is like, yo, my guy, what's up? I don't even know if you're my guy or my girl, but what's up? I can't really tell who it is. So jump over to YouTube and join the live stream right now on YouTube. So that way I can greet you that way, right? Rob Beats, what's up with you, man? I see that Omni. You already know, man. Like, we took a minute there was a lot of conversations about DTF. We've been talking about this thing about how it's not there yet, or all those different complaints that we're having, watching everybody else struggle with their printers. And like, sometimes you can't be the first to jump into the game, you know? So it's been a lot of conversations. You feel me? A lot of morning sweats trying to watch everybody else. And eventually, like okay, maybe Omni makes sense, right? It's an American company. There's a lot of different factors that went into choosing the Omni print, Omni DTF. But we're not talking about that machine right now. Maybe in another episode we'll dive into it. The machine's set up. We're just waiting for training, which is scheduled already early next week. We'll be getting training for Omni and getting this thing ready. But I just want to make sure when this thing launched out, as if you never heard about transfers before, what to expect, right? And how to get yourself set up and get your artwork processed. And I shared yesterday will be our print area for the machine that we'll be using right now. It's going to be 14. So 14 inches is where we're at. That's our print. It prints 14.5, but we're going to be doing 14 inches as far as like the width, right? And as far as like gang sheet, you can get 14 by 60. All right, so we'll be printing 14 by 60 gang sheets. We'll have other options there, but that's like the main one that's really going to get you the bang for your bucks. It's that 14 by 60 gang sheet. There's like no really that's there's not much thinking when it comes to gang sheets. So for folks that don't know what gang sheets are, I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna show you how to set one up, and we're gonna go through Photoshop. I know Photoshop is my go-to thing, but we can switch it up. I might even jump on the iPad and show you how I would set up my artwork on a program like Procreate, because I use a lot of, like, I do a lot on my iPad. So I don't know if some of y'all do the same. Let me know. Are you an iPad user? Are you comfortable with just doing your graphic designs on mobile, right? Like for me, I got my iPad right here. It's always right here. And Procreate is where I play. So we're jumping to Procreate. Yep. Yeah. Rob B says usually the converted printers that got issues, right? So I didn't have no plans on converting anything, So I was like, we'll wait and see how some of these printers are going to start popping out of the US. So that way we get support, right? We'll get technical support. We get things breaks, we get them faster, and all of those things that are going to happen. So we're getting prepared for that. You understand? But artwork is going to be one of the biggest struggles that I know just from past doing DTF transfers from the Omni Free Jet. I know that the struggles some of the folks had, or the struggles that I had with the customers, were folks that are not sending the proper artwork. They didn't understand what transparency was or how to even set up your gang sheet. Like taking a screenshot from your phone and sending it to a printer to print something, that's nerve wracking, right? It just pushes your artwork and your process to the bottom. So I want to make sure you're cool, right? If you're going to take a screenshot of something, I don't want to know how much battery you got on your phone. If you send me anything, I can see the battery life on your phone. That file is actually not printable. So I want to make sure you're ready and you got the right type of files and the right ideas to set up your artwork. Okay, so if you're excited about that, they're free when using transfers. I'm trying to get this thing set up so make sure you can hear me. When using transfers, there are like a few things I like to introduce people to. I'll tell you about. There are a few steps when it comes to print t-shirts with transfers. There are definitely maybe 4 steps. Okay, the designing part of it, the like layout. And then the printing of the transfers. That means you got to find a good company. All right. And then the actual pressing. So I'm gonna walk you through this process, mainly not on the pressing part, but mainly on the design aspect, man. You can find your design wherever you want. In this thing, I'm not gonna show you designs. I'm just gonna pick a design that's on my computer. It might be one of the transfers that will be available in our stock options when we launch this thing out, right? So again, this DTF journey is gonna be great, and we're partnering up with our friends over there at Any Up Graphic Supplies with this thing here. So we're bringing it local to the people in our area, right? So if you're local, you'll be able to grab your transfers as you shop something else and all those great things there. So shout out to them folks that are local in PA. But of course, you can shop online as well. And the link would be Any Up Graphic Supplies. Any Up Graphic Supplies is where you'll be able to go when it's ready, right? It'll be the only place you can get that transfer at right now. We got a whole name and all thing. I'm gonna drop the name to tell you what type of transfers it's going to be, but it's going to be detailed. We're just going to brand it and all of that, but you'll only be able to get it from anyupgraphicsupplies.com. All right, so it's not an affiliate link, it's the partnership, right? So you can go right to that website and purchase that. If you're excited for that, let's jump into it. Let me know what are some of your questions you have now for transfers and how many people are already using transfers in your business. All right, I want to jump in now and talk a bit about the designing aspect, right? So when you're getting into t-shirts, or when you get a job, right, from someone to reach out and say, yo, E-Man, or whatever your company name is, let me know if you're watching this. Drop your company down below so maybe we can highlight you in the video. Drop your company down below and we'll talk about it. But yeah, let me know how you started, because when I started, I just started with transfers, right? And when you're starting up with transfers, you need to understand a few things. So this is how it goes when a customer reach out to me. This is my role play, right? Customer reach out to me like, yo, you guys do t-shirts? Yes, we do t-shirts. They're like, okay, I need to get this done. And my first thing was like, hey, do you have a design? Yeah, we got a design already made. And then I'm saying, okay, can you send me the design? What format? Sometimes they're like, oh, we don't, they don't want to send you the design right away because some folks want to think like, oh, you might steal their design or whatever. So I'm like, okay, what format this design is in? Is it a vector form? I'm always asking for vector first. Okay. I'm always asking for vector first. If you're jumping in on Facebook, you're watching on Facebook, go ahead, let me know your company name and all that. I know because Facebook don't show it. But so when you get the artwork vector, then you're cool. That means you can expand this and do a lot to it. But most of the times, customers have like a JPEG, right? So I'm like, I just got a picture of it from the last time we did something. So now I'm thinking all the different ways now I'm going to print this, all the different types of transfer type I'm going to print this, right? Based on the type of logo that I get. So boom, they send me the logo. It's a PNG. I'm happy. That means it has a transparent background. I can place this thing on any other garment I want. Just depends on like maybe a stroke or something so it can sit on different colors. So I said, okay, now I can either do this in single color or full color. So that's also something I ask them, is your design in full color or single color? Because based on that answer they give me, I now understand like, okay, I can do this in single color. I can price them this way. But if it's full color now, then you understand, okay, now I got to think of a different print method as far as transfers. All right. So now you got to start thinking about DTF if there's full color. So I'm already putting all that in my mind before the conversation get to the end of invoice. I'm not sending nobody no invoice yet. I'm not telling nobody no price yet because I don't know what print method I'm going to use. I don't know what the logo look like. So boom, they send me the logo, and all of a sudden now it's not a screenshot. It's a real thing. I don't see their battery life of their phone and none of that. It's not a Google image. It's an actual logo that they had professionally made, or they ordered this design from, I don't know, Etsy, or they created it somewhere else. But this design is not in my hand. And I open and I look at it. So, it's a single color design. Boom. How many do I need? Okay, they need about 50 shirts. It's a single color design. Let me jump into Photoshop and set up this artwork. Okay, so now I got a single color design or a full color design. We're gonna jump into Photoshop now and I'm gonna set it up and see how many I can actually place on the sheet size that's available at my printer. All right, so for us, if you're using our service come down the line when DTF rolls out in a couple weeks, it's gonna be 14 by 60. That's what I'm gonna be pushing you at because that's where you're gonna get more bang for your buck, right? So then you set up your canvas now at 14 by 60. So that's what I want to do into Photoshop right now. We're going to jump into Photoshop. We're going to set up our canvas, our artboard, our sheet, like literally your sheet that you're going to be getting back. That's what you want to set up. Whatever size is offered is what we're going to set up now in Photoshop. So I'm going to jump into here, into my screen, and we're going to get this thing going. It's not going to be long. I'm not going to be here forever today. So if you're watching this, you should be able to see my screen right now. So this here, it is a gang sheet. This is a gang sheet that I recently set up for a job that needs to be printed today. And so you can see right now I have multiple images here. The main one here is this memorial one. Is my main image that I need. So this memorial image now is this memorial image right here has a bunch of space on the side. So I realized, I'm like, man, all this extra space here, I don't want to lose it. I'm actually going to fill this in with something. I took a bunch of random designs. It don't have to be the exact same designs, right? You can see I took a bunch of random ones that I don't even know if I'm gonna print on shirts, but I'm gonna fill in that space though, because I don't want to lose all that real estate, and I don't want my printer to lose all that film too, right? So that's what can happen when you don't fill in all the space that's available to you. Your printer is probably gonna fill it in with some other artwork so that don't lose that real estate or waste that real estate. So you might as well fill it in yourself, right? So this is how you would do it. Okay, so I'm gonna come up to Photoshop, File, New. Okay, and again, like I said, it's gonna be 14. You can set up 14. Actually, let's do 14.5 so we can have a little bit of wiggle room, half an inch on both sides to actually set it up. And I'm gonna do 60 down here. Okay, so boom, 60. Oh, that's not 60, 60. All right, so you can see my width here happens to be 14.5, even though my artwork is going to be 14, right? I still got a little bit of wiggle room, so it's not exact to the edge. All right, so now my resolution. Remember last week we talked about resolution. If you're going to print anything, make sure your resolution is set at least at 300 DPI, right? 300 DPI, 300 dots per inch is anything that's going to be printed. All right. If it's not going to be printed, then you can use 72. So for me right now, I'm going to set this at, it's at 400. So that's fine. As long as at least at 300, 400 is a good DPI. And then the other part, my background content is going to be transparent, because one thing that's super key with DTF transfers is going to be transparency. Okay. So transparency is going to be the one thing that you don't want to take lightly. Okay, so let's jump back into it again. I'm going to fill this in. Boom, boom, 60. All right, transparency is there. If you drop it down, you got all these different options here, but transparency is what we want. And then I'm going to hit there. So this is your sheet, right? You can see there's some folks now on social media that be posting their long sheet of prints. Everywhere you see there's DTF on that sheet. So this is that sheet, 60 inches of it, right? So now you have this 60-inch screen or canvas here. All you have to do is fill this in with as much pieces of content, pieces of artwork as possible. That's literally what it is. This is what we're pushing you to do. This is what any good printer would push you to do. You want to fill in this space with as much design as possible, right? Don't play lightly. Like, take stuff, resize it, like place it, twist it, turn it. Like, the only part I want you to pay attention to, think about yourself when you have to cut around these designs now. So when you're placing this on the sheet, make sure you place it in a way where you can cut around them easily, because we're not cutting it for you. You're going to cut it. All right. So you want to make sure you lay it out in a way that makes sense for you. All right. So let's jump back in. So here I go. Boom. I'm going to file, place embedded. That's what I'm going to do. File, place embedded, because I want to place an image onto my canvas here. File, place embedded. We're going to figure out what design we want to use. Whatever. We're just going to go here because it's the first thing that opened up. I'm going to come over here into my Valentine design. Again, you can put any design here. I might mix this with some Christmas design. I might mix this with some, I don't know, Halloween design, even though Halloween passed, right? That's how I want you to think. Like, you got all the space. Don't hesitate to use it. Fill in this blank with as many designs as possible. So once your design come in, boom, hit the check mark up top. Let Photoshop do its thing. Your computer might have to be a little bit like beefed up sometimes with Photoshop. My computer is over like used, so it's struggling right now to do what I needed to do. But eventually it's gonna happen, and then we'll jump right into it and we'll show you how to set this up and all of that. So meanwhile, while that's coming in, let me check in on the comments. You guys have any questions? Drop your questions down below. And if you're finding value to this right now, smash the like button for me. If you've never subscribed to this, this is the time, y'all. So if you're new here, subscribe right now. And this is Eat, man. This is Erastus. All right. It's Erastus Snowway from Garment Creations, y'all. I see 20 of y'all watching this. A good show. This is the Fire Up the Heat Press show. We're here each and every Friday at 12 Eastern Standard Time. This is episode, I think this is episode number 4 or 5. Your boy's doing good, man. Almost today, I was like, you know, when that spirit comes to you, it's like, oh, I'm tired today. I don't feel like doing it. I got a lot of things doing. I got 100 shirts like next door that I need to jump right into. But I'm like, no, I set this date. I'm going to meet the people. Let's go ahead and do it. But meanwhile, I was killing some time to see if Photoshop acted right. So let's see if Photoshop is ready for us. Photoshop is ready. Let's jump back in. All right, so our design is in here. Okay, so the first thing I like to do when I place designs into Adobe Photoshop, I like to come over to the layers panel. So that's the layers panel here. You don't see it. Come to Windows and then layers. Okay, so your layers panel. One thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn this into a smart object. All right, so right click on this layer and convert to smart object right there. I'm converted to a smart object. So this way I got a little bit more wiggle room. I got a little bit more editing room to transform this image and not lose too much, right? So convert to a smart object. So you can see the image itself is transparent. This is the best type of image for DTF. Transparency is great. Same type of image you use for sublimation, right? How many people are sublimating now? Let me know in the comments. If you're sublimating now, those same images most likely are going to be good for your DTFs. right? So you just send those over and we'll take care of you. Okay, so this is what it is. Boom, boom, boom. It's still thinking, man. My computer is in the thinking mode today. It's moving kind of slow today. I actually have a lot of files open and a bunch of other things happening. So it's holding us up. So we'll wait. It's done. It's not done yet. Dag. Computer is, we're gonna need a new computer. We're gonna need a new computer. Might have to jump on an iPad and do this, but Photoshop is still good. Let's jump back in. Dag, what's up? I'm gonna cancel this. All right. So boom, our image is here. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna zoom out a bit so you can see the full canvas. If this is my first image, I want to think now, is this a full front? Is it left chest? Like, how do I want to place this here, right? So this is obviously going to be a full front image. So I'm going to grab it. And so you can how this image here, you can see the image has all these extra space on the side of it. Like the banding box is actually on the outside of the image. Let's do that one more time. You want to, like, the converting to smart object is going to cut that banding box down so you can get the exact image. My computer is just acting goofy right now. I don't have time to put none of that. So we're just going to resize this so it's the right size. Control T. And as I'm resizing this, you can see it shows the size of the image. So like I told you, the max size from breast to breast, left to right on your like width size is going to be 14, right? So you want to make this 14 if that's what you want. But for me, most adult sizes, I'm at 11 max. So I'm going to set my image up at 11 right here. So that'll fit my adult size images. Even some youth size things can fit this, right? So that's it. Boom. Here goes my first image. This is my full front. So now I think, like, I also think, how many shirts do I need? How many of these designs do I need for this front? So if I need a bunch of them, I'm just going to duplicate this one here. Let's say if I need 100 shirts, I'm going to take this. I'm going to duplicate it again. And to duplicate here, I'm just holding down Alt, click, and drag. So Alt, click, and drag. Now I can click on both of those and move both of them down as well, holding the Shift, the Alt key, and then bringing both of those down. So boom, that's my gang sheet there. And maybe I can fit one more here. So I'm going to take just this one and bring it down. Okay, so let's just say I needed a bunch of those designs for this particular order. Now, I got 5 of those on the sheets for just my front, right? So maybe like I need a few gang sheets. So now you got this one here. You got 5 there. If you need 100 of these things here, then you know you got to do some math, right? But you got all this other space here on the side that you now have to take advantage of. Okay, so that's what you want to do here. Fill this in with some other images. Or let's say if you need this image as well for left chest, you just go ahead, take one of these images, duplicate this, okay, and resize it. So I'm going to duplicate this one. I'm resize it now to a left chest logo, 3-inch, 3.5. It's my 3.5 right there. I'm going to take this now. This is going to be my left chest. Okay, so now I got my left chest logo. Maybe this one will be the full back. Here goes my left chest. If I need a bunch of these left chests now, I do the same thing by duplicating it. I can also rotate these if I want them to make sense and all of that. So you figure out how you want to do it. Lay it out the best way for it to cut. Make it easy for this image to cut for you when you go into cutting it. But there's still a lot of space all around these images here. You can fit more in. Like this one can move to the side here. We could probably fit 2 of these into here if we size it correctly. Right? So that would be your setting up if your artwork. So yeah, really, if I size this up correctly, I could probably flip this one. This is how I want you to experiment with it. So you might be able to just flip this the other way, right? And see if it will work. If it doesn't work, then it don't work. Sometimes you can resize it because we made it 11 inches. So maybe make it 10.5. 10.5 is good for an adult size as well. Okay. So that way you can save more money, man. So it'll fit right here. It'll fit right there. We'll just straighten it up. Boom. Like that. Boom. Now we got multiples of those, and we're bringing this one down again, and so on. So this is how you set up your gang sheet. Now you just have to cut around this, make it work. All right, so let's say, boom, you don't want that image now, you want another image. You just go in and bring in any image, as many images as you want into this thing. It's all good. Nobody's going to hold you accountable for that. All right, we want you to fill in the space. So now I'm going to find a different artwork. Let's go into here. Boom. Find another piece here, or PNG. No, so many artwork, so many art files. And let's go in here. Let's go into our Black History files. And let's grab another one here. Let's not overthink it. Let's scroll down and pick, I don't know, let's pick this one. Boom, Black History. Now, you know, Black History is going to come up somewhere, somehow in February. It's going to come back around. You want to set that up as well on your gang sheet. Boom. Take opportunity of everything. Think ahead. Think ahead of different holidays that's coming, different, like, important dates, and fill up this sheet. Doesn't even matter if it belongs to that order. Fill it in. Fill in all this space when you're sending your artwork to any printer. Prefer if you send it to me now, but boom, fill this up. Make it work. All right. You can put more there. Whatever you got to do, your gang sheet is set up for you. Now, let's do one more. Boom. And so on. You can use any artwork. Like I said, again, I'm just doing it for the sake of this video. This will be what your gang sheet will look like. Okay. This is your gang sheet, 14 by 60 gang sheet right here that is ready. You have a bunch of artwork here. You still have more space you can fill it in. You know, maybe you can resize some of these for hats, right? Another thing you can do, think about some neck tags. Neck tags could be like 2 inches, 1.5. You can throw some neck tags in here as well. All right. So that's how you would set up your artwork when it comes to transfers, DTF transfers, anybody that's offering you gang sheets. Okay. This is how you want to do it. Think about how a size gang sheet do they offer. They offer 14 by 60, whatever, 22 by 60. Set up your artwork, set up your canvas, 14 by 60, whatever size, set that up, lay out your artwork just like this. Now your gang sheet is ready. Okay. Your gang sheet is ready. If you're going to be ordering transfers, make sure, man, gang sheets is that's the way to go. Gang sheet, gang sheet, gang sheet, gang sheet. Repeat it, type it in the comments. Gang sheet, gang sheet, gang sheet, gang sheet, PNG. All right. PNG gang sheets in the comments. Drop that in. PNG gang sheets in the comments. I want you to keep that in your head. Get it embedded, like place embedded into your brain. All right. Place embedded. All right. So that's how you do that. So then we can save this. The important part, know how to save your artwork as well. So I'm going to come up here to File, Save As. Okay. Remember, PNG gang sheet, PNG. So we're going to save it as a PNG. That means there is no background at all. All right. Boom. And come over here, Save As. Change this to PNG, right? PNG. Put it where you want to put it. Somewhere safe that you can find it later on. For me right now, I'm just going to drop it right here. I'm going to say fake gang sheet, because this is a fake gang sheet for me. I don't want to look into it later and say, oh, did I print this? Fake gang sheet. I can't spell it. All right. So that's how you would do. You would save it. And now this file here is ready for you to send over at anyofgraphicsupplies.com when transfers are rolled out. All right. There's no date yet. We have an internal date, but we can't share that date with you just yet because we're still waiting on training. We're still waiting on some testings. We still have to give this thing some time to mess up some products, mess up some things. But we're going to be rolling this thing out for Black Friday, though. Black Friday. It's going to be ready. All right. So get ready for your Black Friday savings. You feel me? So that's where we're at. Boom. With that, was that helpful? If you found that helpful, if you got understanding now where gang sheets are, that's great. Said, good to see you. Who is this? I don't know who this Facebook user is, but it said, good to see you. Mentioned in today's Reggie's Award. What's the Reggie's Award? Somebody, I was mentioned at the Reggie's Award. What does that mean? That's how much I know about what's going on around me. All right, so boom, boom, boom. So now, what else do you want to know about transfers? There's different types of transfers, like I said, right? You got sublimation transfers, you got DTF transfers, you got screen printed transfers, and you got some folks that do the hybrid transfers, right? And what's the difference? I mean, they all are different tools, you know? How are you going to accomplish some jobs based on the design they send you, right? How do I decide what transfer to use? It all depends on that design that I want to print. And most of these days, most people now are getting this high quality, full color stuff, and it's good. It looks good. You can get it for cheap. You can buy big bundles and then just send it over and get it printed. And that's cool. So then if it's full color, it's cheaper to go the DTF route. And we've learned that, right? We try other ways, but it just makes sense now after testing a bunch of DTF that it's gonna be the route for me to go moving forward and expanding the business. We do transfers, vinyl, and sublimation as well. Awesome. DHLR Clothing Apparel. What up? Third Day Tees Print Shop. What up? Okay, what else y'all got? All right, so on every episode, it seems like every episode now we've been unboxing some stuff. That's like the heart of it. So to this episode, you figure out how to set up your transfers artwork. But I got a box here that I want to open up. It was sent again. Okay, we got another box here that was sent again from another awesome person. And if you're excited, you want to see what's in it, let's open it up. That's my goal, man. Every episode, I wanna have an unboxing, or I want to press something. And if you guys are not sending me stuff to press and unbox, I just can't do it. And it seemed like my boy over at I got another box here again. So I got another box here again from the folks over there at Econo, y'all. So I got a brand new box from Econo. It's not the one we opened up before. This is another box here from Econo. Transfers and Econo. It's probably more puff, different color puff now. Because he know your boy like this puff now. So he's sending me a lot of puff. And I like it. I just need a blade now. And I don't know where I can find a blade. So we're going to have to rough our way through this box. But I got a box. And like I said, there's probably some new stuff here that was sent. So let's go ahead and open up this box. Let's put it right here. Or let's swing this open. The heat press is heating up. So I'm going to open this up like this. Let's see what I got. Make sure y'all can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. So Ms. Muna said the problem is putting the design in to send to them. All right, says Ms. Muna, that part there is cool. The reason why I didn't show you how to place it anywhere, because I mean, like I said, I'm about to be launching up the transfers, right? So I'm not recommending for you to, or I'm not going to show you how to place it anywhere else, but once we launch out the site, you'll be okay. Okay, I'm gonna show you exactly how to send your artwork, and probably by the next episode we'll be able to dive into that part. But for right now, I don't want to send you nowhere else. So I hope you understand. I hope it makes sense. I'm getting you ready to upload your artwork to me. Okay, so I'm gonna show you everything, Ms. Muna. Don't worry, that's the easy part. Just today, I want you to get us your artwork set up. Start thinking about that. I'm gonna have to run next door to grab me a blade. I used to have a blade right there. I used to have a blade. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab a blade. I need a blade. Razor blade. I'm gonna grab a razor blade. Got a blade. I'm back. Got a blade. Let's see what James sent over here. James from Econo. If you want to use Econo, go ahead. Check the link down below in this video. All right, so when you open up the box, of course, there's a bunch of vinyl. We'll go into the different ones here, but James always sends a note, so I would know what's in the box, right? I want to see. Maybe there's some new stuff here. Say, yo, E. Say, yo, E. He's personalized it and everything. He calls me E, like the rest of the world. So he said, yo, E, I hope you had some time to check out the Econo Puff that we had sent your way. I did, man, and I loved it. We're excited about releasing these new products in the next few months. So it's the next few months. Maybe it's not out yet, but he's got some new stuff coming out. Let's see. Let's dive in. Let's talk about it. All right. So they have Econo Reflective Violet. So there's the Reflective Violet. The Econo Puff Reflective Violet. Let's see. Is it this one? Nope. This is the Puff Black. Econo Flex Black. Econo Flex Black. We didn't get to that one yet. It's there. So they got that one. Let's see what else he sent here. Oh, this must be the purple stuff. There's some how-tos. You know, it's got some how-to stuff. What else we got here? In here is Econo Inkjet. Econo Inkjet. So it's an Econo Inkjet. So Econo has the inkjet. I never knew Econo had inkjet. I thought Econo was mainly for the puff stuff, but Econo's got some inkjet. Go ahead and check out the inkjet stuff at Econo. Some Econo stickers he throws in there for your boy. Econo stickers. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Take example, right? Like stickers like this, you should be throwing those in your packages, man. Throw some stickers in your stuff. What's up? What's up, my Facebook people? I can't tell who you are because it just says, what's up, bro? All right, let's see what else is in here. So he said, let's talk a little bit about the Econo Reflect Vinyl Violet, right? He said, our latest Econo Reflective release, which will bring our numbers in the line to lucky 13. Okay, so that'll be the number 13. And we're excited about this color and possibilities it provides. Okay, so the next thing is regular Econo Flex Black and White. So Econo Flex is the new line. And then Econo Hairline White. Econo Hairline White. Let's see. What is the hairline white? Hairline white. My hairline's messed up right now. That's why I'm wearing the hat, right? Because the boy need a haircut. Oh, this is Econo Hairline White. Ooh, that looks good. I might have to do a whole dedicated video to this. So, ooh, that hairline white look good. Oh. Hey, just see that? Just broke my whole microphone. What happened? Y'all probably didn't see that, but y'all heard that. Uh-oh. Let's do it this way for now. We're going to be ghetto. We're going to do it this way because it fell down. It fell down. I think I broke it. All right, so that's that one. And now, what's this one? Econo. Shout out to Econo. What's this one? This is the Flex White, just the regular Flex White right here from Econo. This must be that violet. It's that violet stuff right here. Yep. It's that Flex Violet. Yep. It's that Flex Violet right here. See that? That's what that looks like again. Econo Transfers. Yo, what's up? Next step. What up? What up? What up? Let's see. What's the last one here? This is the Econo. This is ghetto. Holding the microphone like a rapper. I'm about to drop rhymes like a rapper. I can't even do this because I'm not a rapper. I take rappers off vinyl. That's all I can rap, y'all. All right, stop it, E. So here goes the next thing here. We got Econo Clear Gloss. Ooh, I seen somebody else using this clear gloss on. Ooh, I might have to mess with this clear gloss because it's actually what's on my sweater right now is something that I used, which was the clear vinyl adhesive to do that. So I might have to mess with this clear thing here. But again, these are all rows here. These are 20-inch rows. Tell me, stop, please stop, bro. You messing with my rounds. I'm about to drop bars on you, man. Don't you know? I used to be a rapper, my man. Before I started firing up my heat press, I was firing up the booth. That's a lie. It's a big lie. All right, so those are the different things that we got from Econo, man. So again, check out Econo new stuff that's launching now. They got the Econo Reflect Violet. They got the Econo Flex White and Black. They got the Econo White Hairline White. They got the Econo Clear Gloss. They got the Econo Inkjet. These are all good products that you can get over there at Econo, man. Econo got them for you. Hit the link down below if you want to go check out Econo. Okay. So Econo, man, I'm excited for this. Let's see what the Clear Gloss can do. So this Clear Gloss, glossy version of our Econo V, which is easy to weed. I like stuff that's easy to weed. And it's a hot peel. Hot peels are cool. So it's perfect to apply to garments by itself. So you can use this by itself, or you can layer it over HTV to get unique effects. That is cool, y'all. So again, shout out to James over there, Econo Transfer, for hooking your boy up with this box of stuff, y'all. It's not puff. It's another line of Econo Flex and all this good stuff over there you can get right now, econotransfers.com, or hit the link down below to go over there and hook your boy up with some affiliate give back. All right. Appreciate y'all tuning in this day onto today's episode. If you found value, don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. Also, if you haven't subscribed, this will be a good time to do that. And I'll see y'all next week on another episode. All right. It's been good. This is the Fire Up the Heat Press show, and I'm out of here. Peace. And if you want to send me something, comment down below or look into YouTube. The address is there. I see your package next. You might see you on the show. All right. Peace. I'm out of here. Bye. Let's fix this microphone. What happened?